Okay, we're going to get started. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here. We have something so hot to share with you, and I promise you it won't be a waste of your time because this never before heard of information has already improved the lives of countless Americans. And ladies and gentlemen, it can do the same for you. So I'm going to ask that you get in a quiet place, put all social media out of your field of vision, mute your phone, and focus in on this information. You really owe it to yourself to give me your full attention because I promise you, the information I'm going to share with you has the power to change your life just like it's already been doing for countless Americans. So now that I have your attention, I'm going to thank you for your valuable time and let's get started. Why we're calling this the smartest investment ever. Reason number one, very low financial commitment. Only a minimum of $100 is required to participate in this opportunity, folks. And if you don't have $100 right now, I would still very much encourage you to watch the full presentation. You can earn $100 plus potentially a whole lot more simply inviting others to watch this very same video. And you don't have to spend a dime with us to share this offer with others and earn commissions. Reason number two, very low risk. Legally, I can't tell you there's zero risk with this. However, once you understand how it all works, you can come to your own logical conclusion and calculate what you think your risk is. But just note, we believe we've set this up in a way that mitigates your risk almost entirely. And reason number three, folks, a very short time frame to see returns. You will double your money in 120 days guaranteed. I'm going to say it again. You'll double your money in 120 days guaranteed, and I'm going to prove that in the next couple minutes. And this has nothing to do with cryptocurrency trading or investing, Forex, stocks, real estate, MLM, or any other traditional investment method that you may think. Over the past 12 months, we've established and solidified some incredibly valuable and powerful relationships in the financial services industry, with over $250 million in funding. And these relationships allow us access to virtually an unlimited amount of personal and business funding. And you know why that is? Because there is power, ladies and gentlemen, in who you know. We can get basically anyone funded and do it fairly quickly, no matter what your credit score is. I'm going to say that again. Regardless of what your credit score is, if you're on this presentation and you have a pulse, we can get you funded. So if someone has a credit score under 720, which over 168 million Americans currently do, we'll get their credit score restored to at least a 720, and we'll do it with zero out-of-pocket cost to them. You heard that right. It will cost you nothing to get your credit restored to a 720. Zero. Zilch. Nothing out of pocket, ladies and gentlemen. And how is this no out-of-pocket cost even possible to offer? Very simple. Millions of dollars are currently reserved from hard money lenders specifically for the purpose of paying for others to get their credit restored. Why would they want to do that? Our hard money lenders are lining up at the door right now to double their money in as little as 90 to 120 days. That's why they would do it. The money is reserved to help people get their credit restored, and the hard money lenders will double their money, ladies and gentlemen. By restoring a client's FICO score to a 720, we can then help them attain upwards of $150,000 in personal funding through our unique funding system. And we've been doing this now for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't something new. The client then pays back the hard money lender double what they paid to restore their credit out of the funds that we help them obtain. Example, let's say it cost $2,500 for John's credit to get restored. The hard money lender pays the $2,500 for John, and then when John receives his $150,000 loan, he pays the hard money lender back $5,000. Not a bad deal, right? Now, why would our clients want to do this? Well, number one, it restores their credit without any out-of-pocket cost. Look, folks, there are plenty of places that you can go to spend money to get your credit restored. And many of them, the majority of them, cannot deliver on their promises. Some of them can, and the ones that can usually cost an arm and a leg. But with us, there is no out-of-pocket cost. That's powerful, folks. We plug them into our unique funding system where they are not responsible for servicing the debt out of pocket. I'm going to say that again. They're not responsible for servicing the debt out of pocket, and we help them leverage the loan they receive to create passive residual income upwards of $100,000 or more per annum every single year, creating income, creating passive income, a hefty annual income from the funding that you receive. And their credit remains protected and no more bad debt is created for them. This is powerful stuff, folks. Our hard money lenders are doubling their money every 90 to 120 days, leveraging our unique money multiplier system and helping others restore their credit. If we were to give our financial partners, for example, $100,000 to help others get their credit restored, we would receive back $200,000 within 90 to 120 days. That would be $100,000 profit in just a few short months. Not bad, right? And we can do this, ladies and gentlemen, over and over again. Okay, let's talk about corporate funding, because this is really where it starts to get super interesting. If you thought personal funding was interesting, if you thought creating $100,000 a year or more income on personal funding is interesting, watch what we do with corporate funding. Our financial partners can also get virtually anyone upwards of $350,000 to $500,000 in corporate funding, and all they need is $20,000 in 120 days to get it done. Now, don't choke on the $20,000 price tag, because I'm going to break it down and make it seriously palatable for you. This is not something that anyone can just do, ladies and gentlemen. It's not something that you can just Google and figure out on your own, or find somebody and pay them $20,000 to receive $500,000. It doesn't work that way. The truth is, if it worked that way, everybody on earth would be doing it, right? Because, folks, it takes the right relationships, the right knowledge, and a successful track record to be able to accomplish all of this. And we have all of it ready for you to benefit from our comprehensive and life-altering program. And this is where you come in, because we're leveraging the very popular and proven method of crowdfunding in order to raise the $20,000 to pay our partners, who in turn will create each corporation for us and obtain $350,000 to $500,000 in corporate funding to fund our new investment company, which we will then give a portion of to our financial partners to double within 90 to 120 days by helping others restore their credit. Did you understand that? I'm going to say this whole slide again. We are leveraging the very popular and proven method of crowdfunding, everyone's heard of that, in order to raise the $20,000 to pay our partners, our financial partners that is, who in turn will create each corporation for us, and those corporations will each obtain $350,000 to $500,000 in corporate funding to fund our new investment company, which we will then give a portion of to our financial partners to double within 90 to 120 days by helping others restore their credit. In order to meet our goals, we're making 200 positions available at $100 per position for each corporation that we create. So essentially, we're making the opportunity available for you, the person watching this video, to own an equity stake in the corporation by loaning us a minimum of $100 to help us reach our goal of $20,000 for this campaign. Does that make sense? It's crowdfunding for us to develop a corporation which we're going to go get up to $500,000 on. And then we'll pay you back double what you loaned us, folks, in 120 days guaranteed. For each 100 that you loan us, you'll receive 200 back in 120 days. But you'll also own a percentage of the company we create, depending on how many stakes you secure by loaning us 100 for each stake. Okay, so not only are you going to double your money, but you're getting an equity stake in this new corporation that we're raising this money to create. We're opening up 200 positions in this campaign, and you may fill as many positions as you're willing and able to secure based on your loan amount today. So there's $20,000 needed to start the corporation. That's 200 positions at 100 each, and you can loan us the entire $20,000 or 10 positions or 1 position or any number therein. So what happens when the $20,000's been raised? Once all 200 positions have been filled, we will then create the corporation. Over the course of 120 days, that's 4 months, our financial partners will build up and create a positive credit history for that corporation by establishing trade lines and expertly working that file to make it viable for maximum corporate funding. So we raise the $20,000 through the crowdfunding, we give it to our financial partners, we start a new corporation, and in 120 days, that corporation is seasoned and ready for corporate funding. And this is what we're paying them to do, folks. After we obtain corporate funding, we pay back double what each of our equity stake partners loaned us. And all of our partners are in profit within 120 days, but ladies and gentlemen, it gets even better. Each $100 earns you a percentage of the corporation. So you're not just in a position to double your money, guaranteed, but you're in a position to have a stake in a corporation that's going to go out and create millions in funding and in profit. For every $100 stake that you choose to loan us, we're going to give you an incredible gift, folks. As if doubling your money in 120 days isn't enough, we are actually going to share a percentage of the profit generated by the new corporation that you helped us create to receive the funding for. For each $100 loan, you will legally own 1 share of the new corporation, and 1 share equals 0.2% of the annual net profit that corporation generates. I want you to pay attention here because this is powerful. If the corporation which you own 0.2% of does just $1 million in net profit in its first year, your tiny $100 loan would be worth over $2,500 by the end of year 1. Over $34,000 by the end of year 2. That's $35,000 on $100 in 24 months. Let me show you how we plan to get each investment company producing a minimum of $1 million annually. You remember when I told you that if we gave $100,000 to our financial partners, we would double it in 90 to 120 days by helping others get their credit restored and sending them through the unique funding system? That's exactly what we're going to do with a portion of the money that we receive through funding. The new investment company that we will own together will invest a portion of the money we receive through funding to help others restore their credit. When we receive double our money in 90 to 120 days, we're sharing those profits with all of the partners of that corporation. Does that make sense? Isn't that exciting? We'll also be leveraging the funds received to invest in real estate projects and other passive investment vehicles such as other businesses. And you get a share in the profits generated from each income source of that corporation. Because again, not only are you doubling your money by loaning us a stake, but you're actually securing a stake in the corporation. This is powerful stuff. So here's a summary of how it works. With the $20,000 you're helping us raise, we create a new corporation and make it eligible to receive $350,000 to $500,000 within 120 days. Once our corporation receives the funding, all of our partners who contributed to the campaign will receive double their initial loan amount. $100 equals 1 share and $200 back in 120 days. $1,000 equals 10 shares and $2,000 back in 120 days. $10,000 equals 100 shares and $20,000 back in 120 days. You're in profit, ladies and gentlemen, in 120 days. And let me say it just one more time. That's guaranteed. With each $100 that you lend us, you will legally own 1 share of the corporation that you help fund, which equals 0.2% of the annual net revenue of that corporation. How the $500,000 is distributed. I know you have questions about that. Let's get into it. $150,000, 30%, is paid to our financial partners as a consulting fee for helping us get the funding. $40,000 is paid back to our partners, which is double the $20,000 amount that they loaned us. We will put away $100,000 to service the debt on the loan while our money is going to work for us within our passive income vehicles. And the remaining $210,000 is then invested into passive income vehicles and to pay to create and fund another corporation, which the new corporation and its partners will own and profit from. That last line is really powerful. I'm going to say it again. The remaining $210,000 is then invested into passive income vehicles and to pay to create and fund another corporation, which the new corporation and its partners will own and profit from. Let's cover that a little closer. Every corporation that is created and owned by the main corporation you help fund, you also will earn from. When we create Corporation B from the funding we receive from Corporation A will own Corporation B, and since you own shares in Corporation A and Corporation A owns Corporation B, you are earning from the profits of both Corporation A and B. Does that make sense? You own a stake in A starts B goes out and gets funding, and you're earning from profits of B. We will then create Corporation C from the funding that we receive from Corporation B, and Corporation A will also own Corporation B. Folks, this never ends. Now Corporation B and C are feeding the profits of Corporation A, which you are, of course, receiving a portion of. Oh man, this is powerful. Remember, every time we receive $500,000 in funding, we're investing around $200,000 into passive income vehicles, which we can double our investment within 90 to 120 days. Is this sinking in yet? I'm going to say that one more time. Imagine this. We receive $500,000. We pay all of the fees. We pay our financial partners. We double everyone's money. We take $200,000 and put it into passive income vehicles, which we can double our investment in 120 days. What does that mean? That $200,000 turns into $400,000. So every time Corporation B, C, and D double their investment amounts within our chosen passive income vehicles, Corporation A is getting paid, and therefore, ladies and gentlemen, so are you. I hope a light bulb is starting to go off. And this is why you want to become a funding partner. Because number one, you're going to receive back double your loan in 120 days, guaranteed. Two, you can watch your loan amount grow over 25 times in year one and over 340 times at the end of year two. And folks, there's very little to no risk. Even if the investment company makes zero profit, you'll still receive double your initial loan amount back in 4 months. Whatever the company earns in net profit each year is just a bonus, folks. It's passive income that you did absolutely nothing to earn, and it's 100% pure profit after only 4 months. Another reason you want to become a corporate funding partner with us is because of the transparency, our integrity, and simply doing the right thing. Each partner, that's you, will receive a copy of our annual financials professionally prepared by our accountant. And these will be the same financial reports that the United States government will be receiving for tax purposes. So 100% transparency will be provided to you, so there's never any question in your mind that you're receiving what you're legally and rightfully owed based on our agreement. So I want to encourage you, become a funding partner this very minute. Everybody has at least $100. Click the button you see on this page to become a corporate funding partner now. Complete the loan with the simple instructions that you'll be given. Receive further instructions and real-time updates as we get the corporation created, funded, and in profit. So here are your next steps, folks. Number one, create a free account. It costs you nothing, and there's a ton of valuable information on the inside. Step two, complete your loan and lock in your positions. Now, once you've created your account, you will then be able to participate as a corporate funding partner, so just follow the simple instructions that you'll find in the members area. Number three, share this presentation with others. Earn a $30 finder's fee for every 100 one of your personal referrals loans us to fund a campaign. Folks, that's 30%. If someone comes in and loans us $1,000, that's $300 in your pocket. So position yourself to earn thousands more in commissions as you build your team. And folks, let me encourage you, give the gift of abundance. You know, it's a new year. January's half over, but anytime that you're watching this video, it's always a good idea to gift someone into this program. Do you know somebody or multiple people that could use the value that we offer here? Loan us $100 or more on their behalf and give them all the blessings and the benefits of this offer that we just went over. Create your account to receive further instructions on how to gift others. Folks, I'm going to ask that you take action and prepare to finally make this the best year ever. I hear so many marketers making New Year's resolutions. Here we are in January. So many people make themselves promises that they don't keep. So if you're tired of saying this is the year after year, and continually not experiencing the best year ever, then lock arms with us and do something different. The only way to do things differently this year is to create new experiences, learn new things, and step into new opportunities. Make this the last business opportunity video that you'll ever watch. Because if you lock arms with us, you're going to enjoy ongoing residual income by using leverage. You're going to earn cash as your team members take advantage of our incredibly valuable products and services. And if you finally want to create financial independence in 2019, this is the vehicle, folks. So start your year by doubling your money and owning part of $1 million or more per year company. Here are some simple financial projections. Remember, every 100 you lend towards this campaign will be paid back double within 120 days, guaranteed. Every 100 you lend also earns 0.2% of the ongoing annual net profits of the corporation that you're partnering with us on, which has the real potential of being worth upwards of $2,500 or more by the end of the first year, and upwards of $34,000 or more by the end of the second year. That's $2,500 on a $100 stake. Think of how much future revenue you could build for yourself and your family with multiple $100 loans and multiple shares. Let's talk about why you want multiple shares. A $500 loan is 5 shares, receives $1,000 in 120 days guaranteed. Potentially worth $12,500 within year 1 and $170,000 by the end of year 2. A $1,000 loan is 10 shares, receives $2,000 in 120 days guaranteed, and potentially worth $25,000 within year 1 and $340,000 by the end of year 2. A $5,000 loan is 50 shares, receives $10,000 in 120 days guaranteed, potentially worth $125,000 within the first year, and $1.7 million by the end of year 2. And a $10,000 loan, which is 100 shares, receives $20,000 in 120 days guaranteed, potentially worth $250,000 within year 1, and this is mind-boggling, and $3.4 million by the end of year 2. $20,000 loan is all 200 shares and will receive $40,000 in 120 days guaranteed, and potentially worth up to $500,000 within year 1. We say $350,000 to $500,000, and $6.8 million by the end of year 2. Can you imagine that? So we have a financial projections video coming out, and that video will break down how these numbers are not only possible, but probable. I think there's a typo there. It says probably, but I meant probable and predictable. How these numbers are 100% possible, probable, and predictable. So let me welcome you to create your free account right now and receive further instructions on completing your loan and locking in your shares. You won't be sorry that you did. And be sure to share this video with others and earn as many $30 finder's fees as you can. And just a reminder and a note that once this campaign has been funded, we'll open a new campaign. There's never a problem getting a stake in one of our corporations. So if you want to loan us more than what's showing available, please create your account and get in touch with us so we can get you further instructions on how to complete larger loan transactions. And folks, I want to thank you for watching, and we look forward to co-creating a joyously abundant life with you as we lock arms in this business together. God bless everyone.